2000s to where it is now?
So how it started, I mean, we go way back into my grandpa owned Conway Heating and Cooling in the 80s, or started in the 60s in Raytown, and so grew up. My dad broke off in 1990 and started this. And then growing up, I always joked about I did never want to own this or run this. And then, so I went to college, got my degree in construction management. I thought I was going to go work for a big general contractor, like J.E. Dunn type thing.
Okay.
About halfway through college, it was 2008. And I'd been working, I guess back up a little bit, I'd been working for Dad, in the summers. And then anytime I got a chance, I'd work for him doing whatever. I mean, he was really good about, even when I was 6, 7 years old, he would come pick me up from the house after school and let me run around with him and kind of learn the trade a little bit and hang out with my dad. That's some of my fondest memories are me and him doing different jobs and going down to Larry's original lake house and doing his job down there, things like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's what piqued my interest in the industry a little bit. But when I was in college, 2008, everybody knows the crash that happened. And
boy.
When the crash happened, I watched things happen, and I was a sophomore, junior in college at that point in time, and watched the crash happen, and people were having trouble getting jobs and that sort of thing. And I saw my dad, I wouldn't say thrive completely through it, but he definitely didn't hurt. He did well through the battles of everything, and still was somewhat successful in that aspect, where a lot of companies went out of business.
Mm-hmm.
And so that really changed my tune of maybe this is something I want to do.
Okay.
That's really where the turning point was for me. And so at that point in time, I backed away from other ideas of like big construction companies, or at one point in time I wanted to be a pilot, that sort of thing. I backed away from that and decided to really jump full force into this industry. And it's been pretty amazing since then. To go on from that, my dad, he got sick. He's no longer with us. He got sick with cancer. I came back out of college about 2000, I think it was December 2011 I graduated. It took me 4.5 years. But
True.
got through it.
Hey,
my wife got her master's in 4.5 years, her undergrad and master's. So
we all have our own pace, right?
Yeah,
All right.
I was having fun. But he also told me I couldn't buy the company from him without having a degree, so I did that.
Wow.
And came back, and I was out in the field for the first couple of years, still working right alongside everybody. And then he started getting a little more sick. In college is when he found out he had kidney cancer. They took his kidneys out and got a little more sick. And so I started taking on more of an inside role, or, I wouldn't say owner's role, but supervisor type role. And that's really where it started. That was 2013, 14-ish is where it really started being more of a manager in that aspect.